Hey, Kickstarter, this is Bob Bedore, Jason Wild, just two of the people who helped put together a new game. We want you to help us put to a whole nother level. The game is out of context. Jason, tell them a quick little bit about this game.
So this game is, it's like apples to apples, like Cards Against Humanity. The difference is you're not limited to the answers in a card deck in your hand. Everybody takes their cell phones, they go through their text messages, their pictures, and their songs to find the best answer to whatever card you get. So Bob, if you get a card right there.
Well, a card like here, this is a horrible pickup line. So instead of taking like 7 cards in your hand and going, I guess this one will work.
So I go through my phone and I can find, let's go to my place and start a fire. That's a pretty bad pickup line.
I don't know, that might be a good pickup line for someone who just goes, I want a man who's just going to let me know.
Especially if you want to date a pyromaniac.
Or someone with wooden legs.
That's right.
Anyway, the idea, we wanted this not only to now you have things changing all the time because you're getting texts all the time, you're getting different things. So everything's changing, but you have your own deck of cards essentially with your phone. Everyone else has a different set.
And the super cool thing about it is we think it integrates the aspect of gaming that's fun, you get a good laugh out of it, but it also brings in a social aspect because when you're done, you go through and you look, why'd you get a text about starting a fire or something like that? You get to talk about where these things coming from in your life, you get to know the people around you, maybe things you don't want to know, but it adds an element to gaming that hasn't existed really previously.
Yeah, well, and it's not just text messages either. You might get a photobomb category. So this photobomb says a bad romance cover. So what you would do is look on your phone now in your photos and find a photo that would be wouldn't be a good romance cover. Like the other games that he mentioned, games that we love very much. We play Cards Against Humanity, apples to apples all the time. But what you do is you then vote on who had the best answer. So you don't have just one person making the decision. Everyone decides. And say Jason had the winning card, he gets the card. You played, say, 5 cards. Once someone gets to 5, the game is over, and you just start all over again.
Well, the really cool thing that we built into this that you can read in the instructions, we've given a lot of options for house rules, so it's not confined to this way that they say you have to play it. Is whatever works best for your group of friends, whatever going to make you have the most fun, that's the way you play it.
Even one of the after dark. This is a lovely Lauren who's been helping sell some cards. I'm going to show you another cool asset. There's, yeah, get a close-up of lovely Lauren. So, let me show you right now. So we want to tell you, first of all, we're here at Comic Con in Salt Lake City. Why are we here? You know, we're not just on Kickstarter. We didn't want to just go, hey, we think this is a good idea, give us money. We sunk a few $1,000s into making some demo decks that we actually are selling here at Comic Con. And we're almost sold out. Listen to Jason's voice and you'll know why we're almost sold out.
Yes, I don't normally sound like this, but barking all day. The really crazy thing is everybody that comes in, when they understand the concept, normally when you walk to a booth, they tell you something and you're like, I just want to walk away. When they start to understand the concept that everybody's using their own phones, you can see their eyes light up. And so this has become a game that almost sells itself. Once I can get across what it does, people want to buy it because it's literally so different than anything they're doing on their game nights. It's what they want to have.
So we wanted to put together our own money so that we can make sure that this is a game that people want before we started asking you to help back us and make it better. So we've got this deck, you know, we put it in a cardboard box. We did some pretty cool design. One of our guys, Blake, did some amazing design work. But we want to make it a really good deck. So we're going to be putting some designs out here on this page to show you. But look one thing we're already doing. We just launched this. We put together a basic deck. We also put together a geek deck for Comic-Con, so it's all nerd-related stuff. And for you more adults, the After Dark deck. Here's something we wanted to do a little different than some of the other card games out there. When they release their other decks, you'll see the backs of these cards are all the same, but the fronts are all very different. This is the regular deck, our geek deck, our After Dark deck. You'll notice the reason they're different is when you want to take out a certain deck, say if you're going to play with some of the younger kids, you don't want to use the After Dark kids, look how easy it is to pull them and shuffle them out of your deck and keep it that way. We think that's going to make it really cool. And speaking of decks, we've got other decks that we want to do, right, Jason?
Absolutely, Bob. So coming up, we're running into election season. That's all you hear about. So we're going to do a presidential election deck. And coming up to the holiday season, a non-denominational holiday deck. So that you can really get all kinds of different answers, all kinds of different questions. Use everything you've got in your phone.
So anyway, please take a look. Back us, look at the different things we're putting up. We're trying to come up with more and more stretch goals. Check that out. And also check out some of the videos to show some actual gameplay on this site. Guys, thank you. Jason, thanks for selling out these. We're going to go sell out these at Comic Con in Salt Lake. Thanks, Kickstarter.